Welcome to the new Outer Worlds DLC, Peril on Gorgon, and I'm very excited to sit here and play it with you before the game actually comes out for you guys, because Obsidian have given me early access to check it out. Now if you missed it, we did a full playthrough of the whole Outer Worlds game already, which I'll link the playlist down below in the description, but essentially this is like a new planet added to the game, and you can access it after the Monarch questline without spoiling anything if you've not played the game. But we're about to jump into it right now and play through the introduction of it. And if you want to stay up to date with this playthrough, be sure to subscribe and press the bell notification icon. Then YouTube will let you know when each episode comes out.
I'm receiving an urgent docking request from another vessel.
Greetings from the Halcyon Parcel Service. Delivery is guaranteed within standard margins of certainty. I've got a special delivery for Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. With your permission, I'll see it transferred to your ship.
Too bad. I'm not Hawthorne.
Captain, I must remind you that you will always be Alex Hawthorne to me.
Bless you, Ada.
That's impossible. My contract stipulates delivery to Alex Hawthorne, Captain of the Unreliable. You're the Captain of the Unreliable, so that makes you Alex Hawthorne.
Impeccable logic there. But I'm not.
You are on paper, and that's what counts.
What if I don't want it?
I am contractually obligated to deliver my cargo to the Captain of the Unreliable under pain of fines, imprisonment, and censure by my superiors.
Jesus Christ. I will deliver this package. Then why did you ask my permission in the first place?
That's the HPS difference for you. Service with civility. Stand by, Captain Hawthorne.
Excuse me?
A certified distribution technician has deposited the parcel into your cargo hold in accordance with hazardous waste disposal procedures.
What? They did what? Whatever you left on my ship, take it back.
Scheduling a redelivery will require Form 232B Addendum 57G and approximately 16 weeks of processing time.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, we are currently experiencing a critical shortage of blank forms. Thank you for your patience, and please remember HPS for all of your future parcel-related needs.
Sure thing. Cut the transmission. Make a rude hand gesture and cut the transmission. Alright, let's go and have a look at this package then. You'll also notice that we've started the main quest here. The ones who walk away from Gorgon. The Halcyon Parcel Service delivered a package for Alex Hawthorne. Since Hawthorne is out of the picture, the package is yours by law. Alright, let's have a look then. No, Ellie, we can't talk, please. Mysterious package, eh? Oh, hello. What the hell is it? What? Someone's arm here.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching. There's a whole research compound left to the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie, Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money, was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Well, that fellow certainly seemed trustworthy.
I've gotten jobs from some unusual sources, but this is a first. Congratulations, Captain.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's gotta be a better way to ask someone to do you a favor.
I just want to say, we gotta take this job. This is the closest I ever been to starring in a serial drama. Only thing we're missing is a couple cameras and a soundtrack.
At least this won't be boring.
Now, obviously, like all the other quest lines and whatever in the Outer Worlds, whatever companion you're going to take along is going to change how it plays out, and they're all going to have comments on this storyline as well. At least it won't be boring. Money and intrigue. I'm sold. That's ominous.
Lucky Montoya displayed what humans describe as a flair for the dramatic. However, my analysis of his recording indicates unusually high levels of stress. Captain, the message contains landing coordinates for a small asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. It was recently registered to a Wilhelmina Ambrose.
Ah. Who is this guy, Ada?
He was an old friend of Alex Hawthorne's. Lucky Montoya had a statistically significant tendency to encounter situations of extreme danger.
Oh boy.
He liked to show off his battle scars. I get the feeling he won't be flashing this one around.
He was also the 4th best paid freelancer in the system.
Only the 4th? I am not impressed.
There are several hundred freelancers operating in Halcyon. Considering the numbers, Mr. Montoya ranked among the top percentile. This had less correlation with his measured aptitudes, which rank at or below average, than with a pattern of fortunate circumstances.
Ada, I am not impressed. But I love the introduction so far with our current team members. I had to start a new game for this, by the way, guys, so it's not my old save. We don't have, like, our full squad together anymore. But if you're enjoying this so far, guys, I'd appreciate a like and a comment on the video because it just helps the YouTube algorithm. And also, I want to see this game do well so Obsidian can keep making awesome stuff. In fact, they're actually making a single-player Skyrim-like first-person game now, which I'll also link my video down below if you're interested in that. It's called Avowed. You mean he got lucky?
Luck does not exist, Captain. Nevertheless, I am programmed to agree with your assessment. I have transferred the coordinates for Ambrose Manor to your navigation terminal. We can travel there when you are ready.
I am ready. Battle stations. Can we talk to any of our followers?
Whoever has been in the shower for the past 40 minutes. I am shutting off the hot water now.
Alright, let's head over to this new planet of Gorgon. Ambrose Manor. Here we go. Maybe we can give our friend his arm back. Ooh. Look down there, eh? Looks pretty nice. Looks like there's an orbiting moon or something with some kind of science lab on. And there's a massive force field of some wacky stuff going on down there. I am excited. We will bring Parvati, my favourite companion, along with... Do you know what? Last playthrough we never used Vicar Max, so let's go ahead and bring him along too.
Welcome to Ambrose Manor. We were not expecting company. Please follow. Do not stray from the path.
Don't worry, little fella. We're mostly law-abiding folk.
Oh! Oh god!
Oh no, we should check to see he's all right.
Guess he shouldn't have strayed from the path.
Alright, let's take the elevator though, guys, because that would be safer.
Can help itself. Please do not be concerned.
I am concerned. We put out of his misery, Parvati. I think that's probably the best thing to do. A shiny servo. This servo is taken from an automechanical. Appears to be nearly brand new. Very interesting indeed. Hopefully we won't get shot on our way in now. Come on, squad. One sec, there's a little building out here. Let's have a little look. Parvati. Looks like some kind of storage area. Daily routine. Sweep tranquility gardens for Miss Olivia. Oil the fish for Miss Harvey. Repeat. When they hired me as a groundskeeper, I assumed there'd be grounds to keep. I'm not even allowed inside the manor. Everyone told me the Ambrose family keeps to themselves, but they're a bunch of hermits. Save for the little ones. Guess I ought to find a hobby. Mr. Harvey dropped his keycard in the pond. I'll hold on to it in case he ever comes looking, but I won't go near the house. Wouldn't want to get between Miss Olivia and her research. Okay. So we have the keycard to the kitchen because we came in here. That's pretty useful. Some other bits and bobs. Some water. Very nice. A pickaxe and a shovel. This door appears to be barred though. Perhaps we will investigate it later. But for now, let's head up towards the house. It reminds me of the other planet of Skara so far. I think it was called Skara. The asteroid planet. This manor is...
Those big empty windows. Feels like the building's watching me.
It does, it's creepy, isn't it?
I'm getting goosebumps.
An ostentatious manor on a lifeless rock lacking any signs of intelligence. Feels just like Byzantium.
Are you kidding me? Look at this! This is intelligent!
I'll keep quiet.
Killed a fish! Some big fishies in the pond there. And look at this, man. This is awesome. It's like a Zen garden. This is actually quite beautiful. I mean, I got 800 experience for discovering this. I'm proud. And what's this? There's a toolkit around the back here. And a claw rake. There's also some dirt, which could potentially be a body. Claw rake, Spacer's choice. It's like a normal rake, only smaller. With claws. I don't know what I expected, guys. Well, I can see another waste disposal thing over there we should quickly look at. It's actually locked, this. Plasma cartridge, armor parts and weapon parts. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and enter this strange manor. It's like a bit of a mess outside though. Oh. It's very pretty and very posh in here.
So empty. Oh, Captain, something here don't feel right.
This place has the distinct feeling of a crypt.
Yeah, what is going on here? Food service machine. Logs. Recent activity. Wow, everyone's been dead here for ages because all the food is spoiled. We can open this though because we have the kitchen keycard. Someone else was trying to access it before us. There's some milk and cans left and that's about it. Oh, there's something behind the fridges here though. This may be our entrance inside, guys.
Oh my law, this is just like that episode of Virginia Yang, Girl Detective, where the old fella dies and his nurse inherits his house. What if we find a body?
Parvati.
Interesting architectural choice.
In the fireplace as well. So this must be the family here. They look very fancy. And we are currently on that small asteroid we saw coming in. Maybe there's some more information. Olivia wrote... So this is Olivia Ambrose's personal terminal. She's got a poem here. Ambrose O. Welcome, user Ambrose O. Logs. So we have here a bunch of logs, and I'm just going to quickly summarize them for you guys. There's one that we can hack that's been deleted, which is interesting. So this first one just says that she's given birth to a child, and she hopes that it will be as smart and strong as her. Must find Minnie a wet nurse. She demands to be fed throughout the day and night, and I cannot get a single thing done. The nurse will be exceptional, smart, and educated. Very elitist. At 13, she should have already mastered basic chemistry, physics, and mathematics, but she can barely handle long division. When I was her age, I'd already made dynamite in my grandfather's laboratory. The only thing Minnie is making explode is my head. Oh god, what a terrible parent. More alarming still, she's begun to show an interest in romance serials and painting. She gave me a truly dreadful painting of Francis this morning. I haven't a clue what to do with it. Perhaps I'll stuff it in my desk. We'll have a good laugh over it when she comes to her senses when she's older. Now it starts to get interesting. Minnie has grown up and she's managed the household. The staff's productivity has increased by 35%, and the costs have been reduced of running the household by 67%. They've saved tens of thousands of bits. And Harvey wanted to bring her on to manage the Gorgon facilities, which I refused. I only wish I could tell her why. We can hack this log. Displaying 2 total deleted entries. How did I raise such a willful daughter? She's no longer requesting to join the project, but demanding. I'm ready, I can help you. It is what I want. She doesn't know what she's asking. Gorgon is not safe. Compound X is in the air. It's infected the water and the foods. It's no longer just a test subject, and the laboratory techs are in danger now. Even the general staff are beginning to feel its effects. Even I feel it. I'm tied up in knots. I know what I must do. The only way I can persuade her away. But it'll kill me to do it. Minnie, I'll say, you just don't have what it takes. You're too shallow, too simple, too weak. She'll hate me for it, I'm sure. It will destroy her, but it will work. She'll be safe. That's all I care about now. Let's return to the other deleted log. January 3rd. Harvey is gone. His body's still alive, but the man I married is dead. Oh god, what are we going to find on this planet here? A zombie apocalypse, perhaps? He broke into my office and stole the last of my release candidate impulses. Busted the door to splinters. Busted the door to splinters in his withdrawal fury. I'd charter a shuttle to bring him to the facility for medical care. Even convinced Priantha to oversee the transfer. He didn't want to, was worried it wasn't safe, but I begged him. Harvey killed the shuttle crew. Prianthea too. But the shuttle wouldn't take off without the pilot, and I couldn't stop his raging, so I left the ship on the landing pad for days. Watch him tear it to pieces with his bare hands. He lost a lot of blood. I brought him inside once he'd finally passed out, shoved him into a stasis solution. My work did this to him. Mine, me, I did this. I'd tell Lucian surely now he'll delay the release. Surely after this. Oh boy, what are we going to find here then? Ambrose W also has an account. The search continues. Just one note here. I take from these entries that Mother was severe with her editorial pen. This is but one version of her, carefully curated, and not one I wanted to find. Where is her unvarnished stream of consciousness? Where is her spontaneous brilliance? The search continues. My efforts will inevitably steer me to Gorgon. What then, Minnie? What then? So Minnie, her daughter, has gone to Gorgon. And that's all we know from this. Oh, there's a bedroom keycard here, so maybe we can find some more information. And there's also a bunch of corporation service awards on the desk here, which means she was impressing somebody, at least. A pockets watch. A bracelet. You can probably go out the front door, to be honest. I've not been attacked by anything in here, and I assume I can access the bedroom. Wow, this is a fancy-ass bathroom, though. Never seen so many products just free for the taking, eh? I mean, the toilet looks a bit crap considering how fancy everything else is, but I'm impressed, guys. Is this the bedroom, then? Wow, this is... Oh! Wilhelm Ambrose is over there, so he's still alive. Before we go in there, I want to find the bedroom. That's the same room, it's just that big. So this is the bedroom. Take.
Dear Wilhelmina, I hope this letter finds you well. No, it's too stilted. It sounds like I'm writing to request a loan. Dearest Wilhelmina, I regret to tell you... Law, no, that's worse. When have I ever called her dearest? She's my daughter. This should be easy. How can a mother not know how to talk to her own daughter? My love, I can no longer... For your safety, I must... Oh, hell. Even if she despises me for what I had to do, I should still be able to say goodbye. Minnie, I have to leave, and I don't intend to come back. I love you. I'm so sorry.
And also this unique weapon we found on the desk there, the Doctor's Orders Jock. Level 26 weapon, 255 DPS on N-ray damage, which is incredibly good. It's also got a magazine size of 18, 47 damage ×3, fires in bursts. A very nice weapon. Another music box. And, dearest mother and father, I've paced the halls of this gilded cage long enough. Since you won't permit me to help the family business, I'm leaving to start a business of my own. Am I too young for such ambitions? Perhaps. But that is a risk you take when you fashion a daughter in your image. Byzantine will welcome me with open arms. Won't that be a new sensation? If I ever return, it'll be to claim my rightful spot at the head of this family, Minnie. Very demanding. Okay. Oh, interesting room here. The rocking horse. Alright, I think we can finally talk to who I can only imagine to be her father.
Apparently not. Oh, join me for a drink, Mr. Whoever you are.
Who are you?
So who the devil are you?
Danny, Captain of the Unreliable.
You don't say. Well, make yourself at home, Captain. I'm sure we have much to discuss. I hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass. To Gorgon.
Give a solemn toast to Gorgon. Give a cheerful toast, always, especially if it's whiskey.
To Gorgon. May cosmic winds shepherd her to the nearest star.
I love that cutscene, that was great.
I'm Wilhelmina Ambrose, but you can keep it short and call me Minnie. Now, what brings you to my house, handsome? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company.
I already like Minnie, I think she's a fun person. I'm here about the severed arm.
A severed arm? How positively ghoulish. You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop?
This arm came with a portable phonograph that mentioned you by name.
Really? Huh. Now this severed limb, did it have dark hair? Rugged knuckles? Chewed fingernails? A gunslinger's calluses?
Sounds about right. I didn't look that closely.
The next time someone mails you a severed limb, you really ought to pay better attention. I can only think of one man daring enough to jettison his extremities on my behalf. Lucky Montoya is my personal freelancer. Fascinating man, very brooding and theatrical, always staring into space and twirling a bullet over his knuckles.
Maybe he should have focused more on his work than acting like he was auditioning for a serial.
But if something happened to him... Oh dear. I suppose that makes him my former freelancer now?
He might still be alive. What's his arm doing on my ship, though?
I sent Lucky on a dangerous mission to the Gorgon asteroid. Whoever found his remains must have wanted to inform the next of kin. What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback.
What are you two doing?
Settling an old score. How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and I think you're well suited to the job.
Oh, great.
You offer work to everyone who breaks into your home? Must be some kind of Byzantine tradition I ain't know about.
No offense, but judging by your previous employee, I'd say your standards are highly suspect.
I'm looking for someone rough around the edges. A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type. Incidentally, someone good with their hands.
Such a charmer. Such a charmer. Gorgeous? Question mark? Give me the details and I'll let you know. Are you seriously offering me a dead guy's job?
I don't think he'll mind if that's your concern.
Oh boy. How likely am I to wind up like your old freelancer?
The man lost an arm. What are the odds of that happening twice? Of course, Gorgon is a treacherous place, and my own family's involvement with it has been fraught. Allow me to lay out the facts, and you can decide for yourself if you want to be my chief investigator. My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility. She was brilliant, the top scientist in her field, until tragedy struck.
Go on.
One day, Spacer's Choice shut down all research and evacuated Gorgon. Everyone had to scramble or risk getting left behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home. I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day.
It must have been real hard on you, losing your mother all of a sudden like that. I'm sorry to hear it, ma'am.
Thank you. Ambrose ladies are supposed to be resilient to the unexpected, but this was especially hard on me. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're lying.
Why would they lie?
Why, indeed? To cover up their crimes? To discredit someone who knew too much? I'm hoping you can find out for me. Mother would not have allowed Project Gorgon to fail. Something happened on that asteroid, and my family took the fall for it.
What did you send Lucky to find, then?
The truth. Mother is gone, Gorgon is silent, and I deserve answers.
Answers to what end, though?
That will depend on what we learn. The scope of this cover-up is enormous. Whatever Spacer's Choice is hiding could bring ruin down on their heads. Or it could just be another dead end. We won't know till we look, will we?
How exciting! Say no more. Tell me about your mother.
I admired Mother, but we weren't close. She disapproved of everything about me, really. I couldn't measure up to her example. She didn't make time for us. I remember thinking that she never wanted a child, and never forgave me for being one, naive and irresponsible as I was.
Yikes. What did she want? A fully grown lab assistant? Pretty much, according to her notes.
I don't know what would have made Mother happy. After a while, I stopped trying to find out.
Did you two ever get along?
We got close once. When I was a child, I enjoyed looking over Mother's shoulder, playing backseat chemist while she peered into a microscope. One day, she told me to leave before I broke something. Then, I got mad and broke something. Typical night in the Ambrose house.
Oh, that hurts my heart to hear, ma'am. My dad was real dedicated to his work, too, but he always let me help. Made me feel, I don't know, special. Like I had something to offer. I wish you could have had that with your mother.
Oh.
Mother and Gorgon were made for each other. I had the misfortune to be stuck in the middle.
Parvati with the wholesome dialogue as usual. What do you think happened on Gorgon then?
I don't know. And Spacer's Choice won't say. They don't discuss anything that tarnishes their brand. Gorgon has a dark history. The project fell apart. Personnel were shuffled across the system. With Mother gone, now I'm all that's left.
There must be someone who knows what happened.
No doubt someone is out there who could talk. Someone involved in Mother's research. Someone paid for their discretion. Then again, why pay for silence when you can buy it for the low, low cost of a bullet? That's the Spacer's Choice way. The asteroid may look like a glittering jewel, but I assure you the resemblance ends there. Gorgon is poisonous to the core. One might even say cursed. I need your help, Captain. Project Gorgon killed Mother and disgraced the Ambrose name, and no one has been held accountable. Spacer's Choice buried the past like a dirty secret.
We're practically strangers. Why put your trust in me?
You followed an uncertain lead all the way to my doorstep. You're curious, resourceful, and perceptive. All the marks of a good private eye. Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth kicking and screaming into the light. Even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice. All the evidence I need should be in Mother's journal. You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility.
If it helps you get closure, I'll find that journal.
Perhaps then you can put your mother's ghost to rest.
You do all that for me? I was hoping you'd take the job, but I didn't expect you to care.
I don't care. I expect to be paid. You shouldn't have to suffer for the actions of Spacer's choice.
I believe you're the first person to ever side with me against the corporation. It's a refreshing change.
That whiskey went to my head.
Gorgon, pack a weapon you trust. The corporate lockdown hasn't stopped the wilderness from squirming in through the cracks.
I'll be careful. What can we expect to face on Gorgon?
I've never understood why, but Gorgon is teeming with marauders. They almost seem drawn to sorrow and misfortune. Then there's the test subjects, those who survived anyway. Ravenous creatures left behind like so much salvage.
I'll be careful.
There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad, the Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room, so if you want to follow his trail, that would be the place to start.
Oh, you think maybe they got a little mascot? Like a sprat in a tiny hat?
Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want. Between your payment and any salvage you happen across, you'll walk away from this rich enough to buy a mansion of your own. How does that sound?
Music to my ears. What's the catch? There's always a catch. You can talk about my fee when it's done.
A consummate professional. That shouldn't be a problem. Here's your nav key, Captain. Safe travels.
Maybe you don't need to hear this from me, but I'm sorry about your mother.
Spacer's Choice should be the one apologizing, but thank you. Sincerely. A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one. Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're free to salvage anything that isn't nailed down. I only want what's mine.
Mysterious heiress, unexpected gainful employment. It's like something out of a detective serial.
Don't worry about us. We're well versed in helping ourselves to anything that's not nailed down.
Captain, charmed as always.
Tell me about the note you left in your bedroom.
Someone's been snooping around. Not that I mind. It reminds me why I hired you in the first place. For your keen eyes and scandalous disregard for privacy. When I left home, I wanted Mother and Father to know the conditions of my return. I would stroll through the entrance with my head held high, or not at all. I left this place with every intention of returning once the time was right.
And did you enjoy Byzantine?
When I arrived, I was the toast of the town. All fought for the honor of lighting my cigarettes. The attention was sublime. I opened a small firm to help young, impressionable heirs manage their family wealth. Business was good. For a while.
What happened?
Gorgon happened. With Mother's downfall, so too fell my influence in society. I sold the business at a loss. Then I hatched a plan to restore the family name. That plan, as you're now well aware, is still in motion.
So the house was empty when you returned?
Yes. That wasn't part of the plan. Fall of Gorgon accelerated my schedule. I thought I would find success in Byzantium. Instead, I must look for redemption back where I began. Here, in these vacant halls.
That's so sad, man.
You reminded me of better times. I should be thanking you.
Your mother left an unfinished goodbye recording in the master bedroom.
A goodbye recording? I don't understand.
She must have known she was in danger. I don't have one perception, apparently. You knew her better than anyone. Why would she leave this message?
Mother was logical. She wouldn't have recorded anything for sentimental value alone. No, there's more to this. Mother left that phonograph because she knew something awful might happen to her. She knew Spacer's Choice wanted her silence.
Her death was no coincidence. It was murder.
Murder. How naive I was to assume otherwise. I thought the corporation could sink no lower, yet here we are. We have to find that journal, Captain. And when we do, Spacer's Choice will rue the day they crossed my family.
I read your mother's terminal as well. Her logs were interesting.
Ah, yes. I've scanned her old logs. But I'm afraid they haven't given up anything I didn't already know or suspect. If you have any questions, you can trust me to answer them. I gain nothing by leaving you in the dark.
Who's Lucien? Your mother didn't seem to approve of him.
Lucien was Mother's point of contact at Spacer's Choice. I'd call him high-ranking, but I don't think his job had a rank in the traditional sense. He once tried to recruit me to work on Gorgon, but of course Mother wouldn't hear of it. I never forgave her for that.
Why didn't Spacer's Choice overrule her?
And risk losing one of the colony's greatest minds to Auntie Cleo? I think not. No. In their estimate, I'm certain Mother was worth 10 of me. They did the math, and I came up short.
What did they want you to do on Gorgon anyway?
A little bit of everything, I suppose. Manage personnel, keep an eye on budgets, see that goals and expectations were well defined. Chemistry may be my passion, but Spacer's Choice recognized my knack for administration. I would have taken the job and perhaps even enjoyed it. Did anything else in Mother's terminal glue your eyes to the screen?
Something drove your father mad. Olivia put him into hibernation.
I so wanted to avoid opening that wound. But now here we are. Father was exposed to some of Gorgon's more caustic chemicals. I don't know how, but I suspect that Mother brought her work home.
Where is he now?
I don't know. It's possible that Mother carted him off to Gorgon for her studies.
Jesus Christ.
That, or she killed him and buried him under the floorboards, or bricked him behind a wall. I wouldn't put anything past Olivia Ambrose.
You paint a very grim picture of your mother.
Thank you.
Oh God.
There's no two ways about it. Mother was vicious, and that's saying something in Halcyon.
Any chance that you were exposed to the same chemicals?
By that point, I was already living at Byzantium, trying to get out from under my family's shadow. You're very kind to consider my well-being, but if I'd been exposed, we'd be having a very different conversation.
You never mentioned that you enjoyed painting.
Of all the intrigue and mysteries surrounding my household, that is what interests you. I do enjoy painting. I haven't indulged in some time, but it's a pleasant enough diversion.
What would you call your style? Surreal? Expressionistic? Mate, that is such a simp comment. What's your favourite painting?
I've always been partial to Truth Emerging from the Well to Shame Mankind by Jerome.
Jerome? Is that French? That sounded like French. Do you, happen to know French?
It's French, but don't ask me to translate anything outside of a restaurant menu. That painting speaks to me. It shows how nothing stays hidden for long.
Wow, thanks for sharing.
Your curiosity is charming, but do remember to focus on the job at hand. You do that.
The house has seen better days.
Regrettable, I know. We used to have...
Explain the fake fish in the fake pond.
Father loved his salt tuna. He was an avid fisherman, you know. But that was long ago. When they moved here from Byzantium, Mother told me he was heartbroken to learn there was no sport. So she bought him a pond for his sad, lonely amusement.
That's very sad. Do you visit the rock garden much?
Not as much as I used to. Who has time to slow their thoughts and bask in tranquility?
I found that it can calm one's tendency towards obsessive rumination.
I prefer staring out the window of my drawing room, brooding on matters outside of my control.
What's with the Moon Man statue in your foyer?
Hideous, isn't it? I've been meaning to have that thing removed. Maybe jettisoned into the sun. Spacer's Choice agreed to double Mother's research budget if she subjected her family to product placement. I swear those eyes follow me wherever I go.
Definitely cameras, aren't they? Alright, see you later.
Be seeing you, Captain.
What a classy girl. I'll take that whiskey. Take the whole bottle, in fact. I love this place. It's so cool. There's even a piano here. I think we've discovered all the secrets upstairs. We can have a quick check downstairs and see if there's anything else to find, though, before we move on. We've discovered everything we can in this beautiful mansion, so let's go and head back to the ship, my friends, and then we can head to the planet of Gorgon. Alright then, let's head over to the Gorgon landing pad.
We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
Fantastic.
Look at those stars. Don't it make you feel small in the best way?
What have you been smoking, Parvati? You can see the mansion up there that we were just at. Interesting how it has an underground area, actually, that we can see from the asteroid there. Sounds like there's an... Is it? I guess this evacuation thing's been going on for at least a year or something ridiculous then. I think the Sprat Shack is over there in the distance. Before we go there, though, let's check out this.
State of existence awaits all Halcyon if the board persists in their reckless disregard for anything but profit.
I mean, he's not wrong. We can probably hack this as well. Sadly, the terminals inside here aren't actually on though, so we can't loot them for any interesting lore, but there is a safe here. Wow, 53 armor helmet. Very nice. Take that. Revamped power helmet as well. Very nice. Excuse me, boys. Alright, it looks like we can go through here at some point, but it's currently got a force field around it. We won't explore down there yet. It looks like there's a general store in the distance there. Broken elevator.
Supplies if you need them. No one lasts long on Gorgon unprepared.
Kind of surprised there's actually someone selling stuff here. I take it this evacuation alarm isn't urgent.
Huh? Oh, you don't gotta worry about that. It's got something to do with that scrapped Spacer's Choice project from way back. Damn alarm's been hollering at us for 5 years if it's been a day. You know, I don't dream anymore. It's all, please evacuate in an orderly fashion.
Oh my god. Should I turn it off?
I won't stop you if you want to have a go at it. But so you know, it's gonna take more than giving that control terminal a good old-fashioned pummeling. I know, because even Von Hoffman couldn't bash it in. And I seen that tough son of a gun throw a man clean across the Sprat Shack one time like he were a toss ball.
Sounds like a great guy. I want to meet him. So, this is Gorgon.
You mean you came out to this asteroid without knowing nothing about it? Me too. Heard it was wild here and couldn't resist. Trouble is, if you wander off to somewhere you oughtn't be, like way out in Gorgon's farthest reaches, odds are slimmer of your bits finding their way to my pockets. If you want my advice, stick close to the Sprat Shack, unless you fancy having your limbs torn off and eaten.
Give him your best unimpressed look. That was a poor sales pitch, my friend.
On second thought, who needs my advice?
Exactly.
Just be sure you watch out for the Marauders. That's the #1 thing. Oh, and the Mance. You watch out for Marauders, Mance, and Charles from accounting, and you'll probably be fine.
Who's Charles from accounting?
Only the meanest marauder on Gorgon, and also anywhere else. That man is crazier than a bag of canids and twice as likely to bite. He will bust your head open like an overripe mock apple if he so much as sees you. I ain't joking. He'll snap you in half like stale bread noodles.
Oh god. Thanks for the warning. You're making me hungry.
Sorry. Been a minute since I last ate. Charles from accounting is like... Imagine if you took 3 of the most howling mad marauders you could find and mashed them together. That's Charles.
0 times 3 is still 0. Pretty sure I've done that before. You mean he's got the strength of 3 men?
That and a rocket launcher.
My god. Go back to the part about the rocket launcher?
Did I not mention that? Right, sorry. He's got a rocket launcher.
Is he any good with it? How did he get a rocket launcher?
Couldn't say. He kills anyone who gets close enough to ask. Look, long story short, you do not fuck with Chuck. Best to avoid the Marauder camp entirely. That's my 2 bits on the matter.
That's next episode then, guys. About Charles from accounting.
Yeah?
Why is he called that?
His name is Charles and he used to work in accounting?
I don't know what I expected. Yeah, literally that's a dialogue choice.
Anything else you needed?
What can you tell me about Project Gorgon?
Only that Spacer's Choice shut it down in a big hurry. From what I heard, some of their folks got left behind even. Don't seem like the project ended well.
Really? What gave you that impression?
Found a pickaxe in the mine like none I've ever seen before. Could be awful useful if you're the violent type.
It's a legendary pickaxe. Handy deconstruction tool. Spacer's Choice. Now I have a low melee skill, but the DPS I guess is decent on this actually. He's also selling corporate service awards, necklaces. Okay, well nothing I actually need from him right now. The bloody Moon Man is also there too. Goodness me. What's this? A coolant tank. More bits, eh? This elevator is broken. I guess we're gonna have to go the long way around. Excuse me, people. Perhaps we can actually break into his stash here. Oh, you got a lot of stuff I can steal. I won't bother actually picking that because I don't think it's going to have that much useful things in there I need right now. Let's use this elevator. I think it's going to be a shortcut to get to the bar up here. Oh, hello. Serialized Law and Organization Guardian. We can turn it on with the computer. If we look at the shipping records here, we can see 350 cartons containing 100 units each of sterile injections, oxygen cylinders, and also 25 volunteers, test subjects, I guess. What's in here? And after the experiment, they ordered some ammunition in, and a lot of ammunition at that. That is worrying.
You have an unpaid balance. This unit is watching.
Okay then. Good to know, isn't it? Okay guys, I'm going to end today's episode right here in front of the Sprat Shack. You can find the next episode linked down below in the description. However, it's not actually going to come out until, I believe, the 9th of September is when I'll have permission to release it. I got early access to just the first hour of the game. 1 hour of gameplay is essentially what I could show you guys. However, I can talk about what I've played. I'm editing this after having played 3 hours into the DLC already, so I can tell you guys that it's really good. There's more of that funny dialogue that you expect from the Outer Worlds. For example, next episode, we fully explore Charles the accountant's backstory and how he has this crazy rocket launcher that was intended for use as a postal service device, which is just it's just hilarious. Like, lots more stuff like that. And also, oh god, I wish I could share it with you tomorrow, but I don't have permission, so we're gonna have to wait until the game comes out on the 9th, and then I'll release that episode as well. But if you liked what you saw here today, either wait until more gameplay, or you can check out the link in the description and buy the game for yourself right now. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all your support on this video, all the likes and comments. Let me know what you guys thought. I know you didn't see like much gameplay, and I really want to show you more because there's so much like funny stuff that we'll just explore next episode and even the episode after that as well. It's more of what we love from the Outer Worlds from Obsidian. But hopefully if you're watching this after the 9th of September, it's already out, so you can just click the link and check it out now. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day and goodbye. We're also playing through Wastelands 3 as well, so if you're looking for something to do in the meantime, check that out too. Have a great day, guys. Goodbye.